We're in Midland, Texas. It's May 5th, 2017. I'm going to call Associated Press. They're one of the biggest press companies in the world, and most of the major news networks, CBS, ABC, Fox, they get stories from Associated Press. I had called a few years ago. There's a Lubbock office, which is the local office, and that's who I'm gonna call today. And less than helpful. It was the same feeling of intentional censorship that Nazi North Korea iron wall, let's cover up police helping murder citizens thing that I've been running into. And so today, though, that instead of me having to tell you that, we're going to put them on the phone, and we're going to see. Let's call this a test of journalistic integrity, okay? And let's find out what they say. Number is 806-765-0394. 806-765-0394. Just recently, I emailed the chief of police here in Midland, and then I copied the.
If you would like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
I would like to make a call. Okay. And so, anyways, I emailed the Midland, Texas Chief of Police, Price Robinson. Then I copied the district attorney, copied the chief of police, or copied the sheriff.
If you would like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
That's odd. Let me go check the number. Okay, that was the right number. So I don't, things like that, weird things like this happen. I have the number for the Dallas office though, so let's call that. Okay, 1-972-991-2100. Anyway, so chief of police copied in the district attorney.
AP, this is Jamie.
Yes, hey Jamie, I'd like to talk to somebody about reporting a news story.
Okay, what can we help you with?
Okay, my name is Buddy Webb, and I'm here in Midland, Texas, and and I have what I call the biggest untold story in America. Maybe you've heard about it. I don't know. The shortest version here. I transferred here into Midland in 2008 as a 25-year company man. I buy a home in a nice neighborhood. And the previous young homeowner of this house dies a couple weeks before I close on it. Okay, and I was told it was an accident. So I'm living here a couple years, and in 2010 I figure out somebody is breaking in my house. So I reported my first call for a burglary in November 2010, and then it continued in January 2011. I made my first call for a burglary for somebody getting into my attic. I'm very serious about that. Okay, so that next year, 2011, I changed all the locks out in my house, and installed some security lights, cut trees back, screwed windows together. I kept setting traps to see if my home was still being burglarized, and it was. That I couldn't keep them out. Okay, and so then that year I married this woman, and she's the first person that says, "You think they're coming from the ground?" I had never even considered that possibility, and but now I'm sure of it. And somebody had tunneled under this house before I bought it. Anyways, in January, this is where the important stuff is, because this is provable facts.
What were they taking, by the way?
Nothing noticeable, okay? There was nothing noticeable taken. I believe it was theft of services, okay? And I'll get into that more, which is a felony. Burglary habitation is a felony, theft of services is a felony. But in January 2012, I separated from that woman after a 3-month marriage, and I called the El Paso DEA, and I reported a suspected smuggling tunnel going from a nearby secluded truck unloading lane. Okay, I live right behind a Home Depot store, and there's a secluded trucking lane back there, and I was seeing these truckers show up 24/7, stay a little bit and leave, not unload freight. Highly suspicious. Okay, and so I really believe that human trafficking was happening, sex trafficking, child sex trafficking, and maybe drug trafficking, etc. But anyways, I called the El Paso DEA, reported a suspected smuggling tunnel, and they told me there's a Midland DEA. So I called them, and I told them the same thing, and they didn't look. And 2 weeks later, on January 28, 2012, my phone lines were cut, and I was shot by a person underneath my home. I was shot from the ground. Okay?
You were what?
I was shot.
Shot?
Shot in my home.
Okay.
From the ground. Okay. Now, and as I said, my phone records are proof that I called the DEA and they didn't look. Okay. And so that's a fact. Okay. So I fall to the ground. My phone lines are disconnected. I crawled out on my hands and knees to save my life. Okay. And my security cameras that I'd put in because of all these felonies going on caught me, and that's in a video on my YouTube channel. Okay. It's me crawling out. I pull myself into my truck. Interesting thing, as I'm crawling out on the video camera, I scream for help, and the lights go off in my car, my company car sitting in my driveway. Somebody was outside, and that was caught on video. Okay, so there's another piece of evidence. I go to the hospital, or actually I go to the 7-Eleven and say I need help. I've been shot. Police show up. The ambulance shows up. I go to the hospital. I'm in the hospital 10 days. They cut the back of my foot off. When I come back home, I find out that the police are saying I'm crazy and I shot myself after everything that had happened. So when I get back to my home, what I find on my security cameras is minutes after I crawled out, the first two, what I call secret police, arrived at my home. My attorney subpoenaed the police records, and no police were dispatched to my home. Okay, and so they just happened to show up. To this day, nobody can tell me who they are, and I have them on video. Okay, and within 20 minutes, they had the cameras disabled on my house. Okay, later that night, a larger group of what I call secret police were caught inside my home, searching drawers, stealing evidence, and staging the crime scene of this capital murder attempt. They got caught on camera. The only reason that we know that they were here is because they tried to disable the camera and unknowingly started it. Okay, and so I have these pictures of what I call the secret police. Okay, and two of them have been tentatively identified. Okay, one as Detective Rosie Rodriguez, who turned out to be childhood friends with that ex-wife that I was married to for 3 months. Okay. And then another one is named April Chandler. Okay, she was an officer, April Chandler. So 2 out of a half dozen more of these secret places tentatively identified. One of them is seen wearing a Midland K9 police jacket. Okay, I've got a picture of him. And in 2014, a Midland K9 police officer murdered his wife and killed himself. I believe it was the same guy, Chad Simpson, but I don't have confirmation of that. Okay. One thing I've done is I've offered $2,000 reward with the pictures to anybody that can identify these secret police. That is unheard of. I mean, I've never in the history of America have I ever heard of a crippled crime victim offering money to identify a police that was involved in his murder attempt. Okay, so that in itself is a huge story. You can tell that, and I will be glad to send. Can I get your email address and I'll send you these pictures?
Sure, AP Texas, APTEXAS at AP.org.
AP Texas, one word?
Mm-hmm.
At AP.org?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll tell you what, one thing I might send you is just within the last 2 or 3 days that I sent the chief of police here in Midland, Texas. His name is Price Robinson. Okay, I sent him an email asking him. Actually, I seen a news article where he was saying that he will hold his officers accountable, and it was in the Midland Reporter Telegram. And so that it was a little upsetting to me since I've got pictures of secret police and some of them are his, and from 5 years ago. And so I sent him an email and I copied the mayor and the city council, the district attorney, the Midland sheriff Gary Painter, and I went on the internet and every reporter in Midland, Texas. So News West 9, CBS 7, KMID, Midland Reporter Telegram. So I have this distribution list that's copied on the email to Chief Robinson, and then I put links to the videos because I actually have a YouTube channel that I've created telling this incredible story. Like I said, biggest untold story in America. I've got near maybe 750,000 views on videos I made. And because I have all the evidence, this is not a lack of evidence problem. I understand the story is crazy, but I'm not crazy. This is really happening, and there's $2,000 reward for secret police that caught on camera, proving it. And so, anyways, I didn't get anything back. So the next day, which I believe was yesterday, I attached the pictures to the email and resent it and said, while I'm waiting on your reply to identify these secret police, here's the pictures in case he didn't want to go to the video. I'm trying to eliminate any kind of, try to slide out from under whatever. Some of the other stories that have happened here that's interesting, newsworthy stories that I think you'll be interested in is last year I packaged up a package of this evidence because it's irrefutable, undeniable evidence. And I sent it registered mail, return receipt required, to FBI agent Brandon Griffith here in Midland, Texas. Okay, another agent intercepted that registered mail and opened it, and then called me on the phone, and then told me he was going to shred it. Okay, he didn't know I recorded the phone call, and then I made it into a YouTube video. Okay, so that's a YouTube video I have that, and normally. My understanding was shredding evidence in a murder attempt by law enforcement is against the law. Is what I thought, and that is on YouTube in a video right there, And he didn't know I was going to do that. But that is the level of public corruption that is going on here, and that's only part of it. When I got to the hospital that night, okay. And I've since come back and proved, that my x-rays were falsified, and they tried to cut off my leg. And I'm not kidding you. I post this on my Facebook, and I post this on my YouTube, and I'll give you that address. My Facebook is buddy.web.353. Okay. It's incredible if you go there. It's literally the biggest untold story in America. And then my YouTube channel is Buddy Webb, one word. Okay. And so,
what was the first one you said?
The Facebook is buddy.web.353.
Oh, I see.
Okay, that's my Facebook address to get my Facebook, and it's really, it is huge. Every day I post something about this because I've really only given you the short part, and it's one thing for me to be on the phone and tell you they falsified x-rays and tried to cut off, that's one thing, but wait till you get out there and you see the x-rays that are posted out in public. I turned this in to the Texas Medical Board. I turned this in to the FBI that told me they were going to shred evidence. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, here's...
Let me, I got to actually go pretty soon because I've got quite a few things to do, but I will, so basically you're just, it sounds like you've done a good job of letting the local media know, which is good. This is just the sort of thing, it takes a lot to, sort everything out. But we appreciate the call, for sure.
Well, the thing is, let's say that one of these secret police was Chadson, which I believe it was. He went on to murder somebody else. So in 47 days before that happened in 2014, I sent the mayor these pictures and the city council, and I said, "Can you confirm or deny if these work for the Midland Police Department?" Okay, and they ignored me, and that's what's been going on. That's how censorship works, I guess. And they ignored me, but not thinking that one of them people that was caught on camera in a capital attempted murder that worked for him would go on to murder somebody else. So the question's been asked, could the mayor be charged with second degree murder in the murder of Sandra Simpson because he neglected his duty to identify them secret police that worked for him, trying to cover it up, not even thinking that he would go murder somebody else? And of course, if we have secret police, there's a clear danger to the public safety and health. And that's why this is a national level news story versus more than even a local news story. This is unheard of. It's unique. It's different. It's huge. And there's still a danger of these unidentified secret police that are caught on camera in an attempted murder. And so.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to notify you, and at the same time to let you know that I'm also making a video because I felt the censorship, and I'll turn around and post this, and we'll go, Associated Press was notified. And they heard everything I said as I'm talking to you, telling this story.
Are you saying you're recording this right now?
Yes, on video, and it will be on YouTube and Facebook real soon. And so you're going to be famous, because this will be a famous story someday.
I'm gonna have to let you go. Thanks for the call.
All right, and thank you. All right, did you see that? Ain't that funny? That's Associated Press, folks.